Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. In this video, we will talk about 15 frugal ways to maintain your house. You probably didn't realize how much maintenance you weren't doing on your home. At our apartment complex, the maintenance crew took care of the yard work, regularly cleaned the gutters, pressure washed the buildings, turned our outdoor faucets on and off with the season, replaced S/C filters, tuned up our HVAC system, and more. Now, we're stuck with all these jobs because we're homeowners. If you're like us, you can't afford, or don't want to mess with, outsourcing every home maintenance task you need to get done. Luckily, basic home maintenance tasks don't cost much money or time, and you can save money by staying on top of tasks like these. Save energy to save money. Saving energy is one of the best ways to save money over the life of your home. The first step is to conduct an energy audit. A home energy audit helps you figure out where you're losing the most energy, so you can tackle high-priority problems first. Many local utility companies offer a free or cheap home energy auditing service, so be sure to look into that option. If you can't get a free audit, try the Residential Energy Services Network for information on how to find a certified home energy auditor near you. Another option is to do the home energy audit yourself. The U.S. Department of Energy offers helpful information on DIY home energy audits. This is a really good place to begin. Energy.gov also has a great infographic on home energy audits, which includes information on how much you might save by having your home audited or doing an audit yourself. Heat and cool more efficiently. The Department of Energy notes that about 54% of the typical homeowner's utilities bills are heating and cooling costs. If you can save on heating and cooling your home, you can trim a lot of money off your overall utility payments. Luckily, there are many simple ways to save on heating and cooling. 1. Install a programmable thermostat. Programmable thermostats have been around for years, but they're getting more high-tech every day. You can install a basic programmable thermostat, which is helpful if you remember to set it and stick to the program as much as possible. If you like something a bit more high-tech, check out the Nest Learning Thermostat, which learns your living patterns and programs itself. Other more affordable thermostats have similar learning mechanisms. Plus, many of today's programmable thermostats can be controlled wirelessly and remotely through smartphone and tablet apps. You probably don't need to hire someone to install your programmable thermostat. Just take proper precautions as you'll be working with electrical wiring. 2. Install ceiling fans. Another basic way to save on heating and cooling is to install ceiling fans, especially on the upper floors of your home where heat tends to gather at the ceiling. Energy-efficient ceiling fans can move air to help you feel cooler in the summer. They can also push much-needed heat down to the floor in the cold winter months. As long as you use an energy-efficient ceiling fan, look for Energy Star ratings and change your thermostat settings to reflect the use of your ceiling fans. Set the air conditioner up a few degrees because the fan will help you feel cooler. Ceiling fans can save you money. Installing a ceiling fan is a more complicated DIY project, but it's doable if you have a little experience with electrical work. Again, take proper precautions and be sure you understand each step of the process thoroughly. If you aren't confident, hire an electrician to install your fans. 3. Reverse ceiling fans. If you ever looked closely at a ceiling fan, you've seen that the blades are tilted. This means that when rotating in one direction, a ceiling fan will pull air up. When rotating in the other direction, the fan will push air down. Each setting is appropriate at different times and temperatures, and ceiling fans are typically easy to reverse. Insulation is everything. When it comes to saving money on heating and cooling, insulation is everything. Lack of insulation, whether in the attic, in your walls, or around windows, doors, and other inside to outside openings, means you're throwing away money every time you turn on the air conditioner or furnace. In fact, according to Energy.gov, the average home has enough tiny, uninsulated openings to add up to about a 2-foot square hole. That's the same as leaving a mid-sized window open. Luckily, sealing gaps that lead to air leakage isn't difficult. Here are some projects to tackle on your own. 4. Apply weather stripping. Doors and windows typically come with what's known as weather stripping. These are lengths of rubber or metal that seal gaps, while still allowing the window or door to open and shut properly. However, lower-end windows and doors may not come with weather stripping all the way around. Plus, weather stripping wears out. So, even if your doors and windows are sufficiently weather stripped, this is something you'll have to redo regularly. Weather stripping isn't just for doors and windows. You can also use it in other drafty areas too, such as around air conditioners and inside to outside gaps. 5. Add extra insulation to your windows. If you have single-pane windows, which are less energy efficient, this is even more important. However, clear window insulation can be helpful even if you have super efficient, triple-pane windows. Take the time to do this project right, and you'll be able to see out of your windows perfectly while also weatherizing them. Another good but much more expensive option for insulating windows year-round is to use cellular shades, which make windows more energy efficient. Cellular shades look nice and come with blackout or light filtering options. 6. Caulk windows and doors. Sometimes you may want or need to use caulk, rather than weather stripping, to insulate around windows and doors. Caulk is very inexpensive and can be used indoors and outdoors to seal cracks between the door or window and its frame, or between the frame and the existing wall. When you're shopping for caulk, be sure you get the right kind. Hardware stores will carry many types, so look for the caulk that's best for your application. In this example, window and door caulk is what you'll want. It's made to allow for the expansion and contraction of your home during weather variations. Caulk also comes in a variety of colors, and you can paint most types of caulk to match the surrounding trim. Or you can just buy clear caulk. 7. Use expanding foam filler. Expanding foam filler, such as Great Stuff Foam, is great for filling larger gaps. But if you install new windows and doors or notice gaps of about 1/2 inch or larger around light fixtures, pipes, HVAC ducts, and other areas, expanding foam filler is a great insulation option. Foam filler isn't hard to use, but it can be messy, and it will probably expand more than you think it will. Great Stuff Foam, which is the easiest to find brand in chain hardware stores, makes specific products for blocking fire hazards, insulating windows and doors, filling gaps and cracks, and more. If you're insulating around doors and windows, use their softer window and door foam, which allows for expansion and contraction with the seasons. In fact, unless you're dealing with really large gaps, I'd recommend only using the window and door foam, which expands a bit less and is easier to control. 8. Seal HVAC ducts. According to the Department of Energy, the typical home loses about 20% of the air moving through HVAC ducts due to holes, poor connections, and lack of insulation. Most ducts are made from sheet metal, which is easy to insulate and long-lasting, but which can also leak easily. If you have traditional ducts, sealing them can make a huge difference in your overall heating and cooling costs. 9. Insulate your water heater and pipes. Water heaters can lose quite a bit of heat. You can tell if your water heater needs insulation by simply touching it. If it feels warm on the outside, you could probably afford to insulate it. Insulating a water heater is simple. You can buy a pre-cut fiberglass insulation jacket for your water heater for about $20. You can also buy foam insulators for hot water pipes on the cheap. 10. Add insulation. While filling gaps and cracks is a form of insulation, you may also want to add insulation to your attic walls, crawl space, or HVAC system. This is one area where having a professional home inspection or energy audit can be helpful. Unless you know about these things, it's difficult to ascertain whether or not your home is properly insulated. Chances are that if you have an old home, you don't have enough insulation unless someone has retrofitted it. In my home, which was built sometime around 1900, we found not a stitch of insulation in the walls when we tore out the lath and plaster. The attic, though, was properly insulated well after the home was built. When it comes to insulation, you'll need to learn about R value. R value is the insulation's level of resistance to heat flow. The goal of insulation is to slow the transfer of heat from inside the home to outside and vice versa. Well-maintained appliances save energy. Keeping your appliances well-maintained helps them function better, which saves energy. Major appliances, such as your furnace, air conditioner, and washer/dryer, should be serviced regularly by a professional. Sure, you may not enjoy paying for these annual or semi-annual visits, but you'll save money in the long run if you keep the appliances running at their peak efficiency. Plus, regular maintenance from a professional can catch small problems before they become expensive ones. Besides having your appliances serviced regularly, you can do much of the maintenance by yourself. Here's how. 11. Regularly change HVAC filters. The filters for your heating and cooling systems should be changed once every month or two, depending on how much you're running your system. If you're running your furnace all the time in the dead of winter, or you're a /T throughout the hottest summer months, you may want to change your filters every 2 weeks. At a minimum, make it a habit to change your filters every time you get an electricity or gas bill. That's a good reminder that will get you in a habit of regularly changing those out. Clean filters make it easier for your HVAC system to circulate air, which makes the whole system more efficient. Plus, they're a super cheap option for keeping your home as efficient as possible. 12. Clean fridge coils. Even an Energy Star rated fridge can be an energy sucker if it's not maintained properly. Most fridges these days have refrigerant coils on the back. The coolant in these coils is what keeps your fridge cold by pulling warmth out of the fridge. But let's not get into the physics here. Keeping the fridge coils clean helps heat and cold exchange more efficiently. Plus, those dust bunnies that tend to collect around the fridge coils are just gross. So, add this task to your semi-annual fall and spring cleaning list. It takes 5 minutes and can save you lots of money. 13. Replace fridge door seals. Here's a trick to try. Grab a dollar bill and close your fridge door on it. With the fridge firmly closed, try to pull the dollar bill out. If it stays put or is very difficult to get out, you're good. But if it slides out easily, your money is slipping right out of your fridge in the form of energy loss. The door seals or gaskets on fridges break down over time, usually well before the fridge reaches the end of its useful life. To replace the fridge seal, simply order the right gasket for your fridge. You can find the fridge's model number on the back or inside the door. Then, follow these instructions to replace the gasket in your fridge door. 14. Flush and clean your hot water heater. Regardless of how clean your water is, it has sediment in it. And that sediment over time settles at the bottom of your water heater, causing expensive problems down the road. You can avoid some of these issues if you flush and clean your water heater annually. Flushing and cleaning a water heater is similar regardless of whether you have a gas or electric heater. 15. Clean your dryer vent. Have you ever noticed how it takes your clothes longer to dry if you forget to clean out the lint trap? Then imagine the effect that built-up lint in the dryer vent can have. Cleaning your dryer vent isn't difficult, and it should be on your regular home maintenance list. According to the Consumer Energy Center, clothes dryers are typically the second highest energy-using appliances, next to the fridge. So you want to keep your dryer working as efficiently as possible. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel for more frugalism videos. Thank you for watching.